Manchester United 2, Arsenal 3. Bitterly disappointing to concede in the last minute.
Yeah.
But did you see some positives to take from the game for us, considering we lost?
Oh, sure, definitely. We competed for long periods in that game. For the first 60 minutes, sure. I mean, when we went 2-1 down, we showed great character to get it back to 2-2, and Rashford had an effort saved from their goalkeeper. So, I mean, we competed. Like, I know it's different, but had Casemiro been playing today, we could have at least gotten a draw, if not win. And then we had a corner lay on to threaten to make it 3-2. But look, it was just a bad timing to concede the goal so very late, and it's disappointing consider how Newcastle held out comfortably for a draw 3 weeks back, and we only had to hold out 5 minutes, but we didn't disgrace ourselves given we had no Casemiro today.
Is that what it was? It was just, someone said earlier that the players just got drained. They were just knackered by the end because of, to be fair to Arsenal, the relentless pressure that they just kept coming with.
But see, I hate making excuses of we had the game midweek, they didn't, because at the end of the day the players are getting exceptionally well paid. But once he brought Fred on in the 70th minute, you know, we were playing for a draw. We hardly had any attacks towards the last 20 minutes, and had you been chasing the game, had you been 2-1 down, we would have brought on Garnacho to try and get an equaliser, but that wasn't the case. And once they scored the third goal, we had no time to get back into the game, unfortunately.
Yeah, there's the saying that goes, you know, there's ways to lose football matches, and obviously you don't want to lose in the last minute.
Sure.
But was that a little bit of a case of that, in terms of, well, if you are going to come here and lose, what we wanted to see as fans, United fans, is them go for it a little bit, is them, you know, try and be in the game, score goals, be on the front foot, and try and make something. Did you feel like you got that today?
Oh yeah, I mean, like, it's I know we don't like to talk about losing, but it's a better loss than the time we lost to Villa away, Man City away, Brentford away.
They were like capitulations, weren't they?
We showed absolutely zero fight, no character, whereas today we fought right to the very end, and we're more of a solid team unit now compared to what we were for the past 3 years. There's stronger togetherness and team spirit compared to previous years.
What did you make of, you know, our performance in general? You know, whether it be attack, midfield, defence, how we set up, what Ten Hag did with the absentees that we had and the team that he picked consequently because of that. What did you make of that?
I thought personnel-wise he could have Fred in for McTominay, because Fred did well on De Bruyne for long periods, and he could have had Garnacho kind of on from the start and used Weghorst as an impact sub, because it kind of reminds me of the Igalo loan signing of a couple of years, which is very, very underwhelming, and I don't have much expectations for Weghorst, and sadly we didn't get much back in the transfer market this January.
So you think McTominay shouldn't have started, and Fred should have been in there?
Well, yeah, start Fred and bring McTominay late after 70 minutes to try and shut the shop as best as possible, because Fred individually and collectively is slightly ahead of McTominay, not by a whole lot, but he is, given how well he did for long periods against De Bruyne last week. Yeah,
exactly. He was kind of thinking it's similar. You know, you look at Odegaard, it's the same kind of thing, isn't it? Yeah. You need to try and stifle him, like how Fred did do to Kevin De Bruyne. Going forward, do you think we'll be all right? That's just a blip. We put it behind us. Like you said, there was fight there. It wasn't a capitulation. In the end, we kind of just lost to the better team, which it's a bit annoying to lose in the last second of the game. But do you think we'll be okay going forward?
Oh, definitely. I feel as though our top four hopes are not under any threat whatsoever, given how disappointing Liverpool, Chelsea and Spurs have been this season. So, like, if we finish third and get a domestic cup or two, or maybe even three, is a very successful season. And obviously Ten Hag, I feel, is going to go for the Europa League full throttle. If we beat Barcelona in a knockout, we've every chance of winning out, and it may lead to fixture congestion. I mean, the Carabao Cup semi-final has 2 legs. FA Cup, if we keep getting favourable draws, we could reach the semi-final or final. So it's like at least 1, if not 2, domestic cups and possibly the Europa League there for the taking, and then secure third and fourth, which would be a successful season in its own right.
Did today prove that top 4 is our level? Today?
Well, for the moment, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, for the moment, yes. I mean, like there's room for improvement, no question about it. I mean, Ten Hag, you know, deserves at least 3 years to be United manager, given the positive early impact he's had. So if we strengthen the squad further, like ideally what you want is the Glazers to sell out to more ambitious investors, so we can target likes of Jude Bellingham, Enzo Fernandez, Osimhen, and also Lautaro Martinez to push on and challenge for the Premier League.
The next level, because when you, like you said, when you look at when there's no Martial, obviously we've got Weghorst, like emergency loan.
Yeah.
You look at when there's no Casemiro, you're back to McTominay and Fred. When we're missing key players, you know, if Rashford's not. Are we relying too much on Rashford actually at the minute?
Oh, definitely. He has like 17 goals already, so we're pretty reliant on him and Garnacho as well. He's only a young fella. He's starting out, but he's shown great early promise, a lot more promise than Anthony and especially Sancho and Martial put together. So we're kind of pinning our hopes on them two for goals. And with the fixture congestion, it'll be interesting to see how the form goes. But at the moment, top four doesn't seem to be under threat, which is the bare minimum requirement this season.
Nice one. Thanks so much for talking to us, man.
Thanks.
Safe travels, man.
Yes, and you're welcome to. I'll give you a nice football article for you. Okay.
What's that? Did you do that?
In my own words.
Lovely. Perfect. Like you. Thank you, bro.